All right, good morning, friends. I'm going to do a little walk and talk as I go down to play some music with some friends down at the beach. But first, let me put on some sunglasses. It's about 8:15 in the morning, and I'm just going to cross the street here. Probably the most hazardous part of my day. It looks pretty clear right now. Going to do a little walk and talk about our first month and 10 days or so that we've been in Thailand. And so the, after we left Arizona, after we left Tucson, we drove to California to drop off the RV, and we spent a month in the Santa Cruz area. I'll show some of the little pictures that we had on the way driving to California. But we spent a month in California, and we were really lucky that our friends Matt and Lois let us stay with them most of the time we were in Santa Cruz, so that saved us a lot on lodging. So we got to spend some great time with friends. Hi, John, Deb, everybody else we got to see. So we ended up flying to Bangkok. And once we got to Bangkok, we stayed near the airport for a couple days and checked stuff out around there. Just time to decompress, and decompress before we came down to Pattaya. So there's different ways people say it. I've heard them say Pattaya, Pattaya, Pattaya. Anyway, several different ways. Apparently, the correct way the Thais say it is Pattaya. We say it Pattaya, and then others say it Pattaya, whatever. So the middle pronunciation for this videos. And so we got there, and then after a couple days, we came down to Pattaya. And what we did before we even got here was we got a condo for a month. The reason we did that was because when we looked into Airbnbs, the cost for just 2 weeks or 10 days, I think 10 days was about $440. But getting the condo for the month was $250 and plus utilities. And there was a small cleaning fee as well. So in comparison, we saved money staying for a month in a condo that actually had a bedroom. I think the Airbnbs were all studios. Yeah, so the condo was nice. It had a really nice swimming pool, had a gym, which never got around to using the gym there. We were kind of just getting acclimated to things. And that place was it was okay. Not the best building, but the amenities were good, and it was really close to like places to just walk across the street to get something to eat and things like that. So yeah, it allowed us to not feel rushed looking for a condo for ourselves. And so we started looking for a condo. We were recommended by the group that we're in to this one guy, a real estate person. So we contacted him, and he put us off to, I guess, one of the people that he works with or something. And she really didn't do anything for us. sent us a listing for one place. We told her we wanted 1 to 2 bedrooms in Jomtien, and she sent us a listing for a studio in central Pattaya. And that just wasn't what we were looking for. She never followed up with us or anything like that. And so we decided to go another route. And so what we did is we went on to their several groups on Facebook for rentals in Pattaya. And we went on these groups and we made a post ourselves about what we were looking for. How many bedrooms, our price range, the different amenities that we wanted to have. And sure enough, we got, I better stay on this side. Sure enough, we got dozens of messages offering us different kinds of condos. So we were able to look through them and just go for the ones that actually had what we were looking for. And we looked at some of those, and so we finally got ready to go out and look at them. We had like 2 or 3 that we went to look at. The first one was pretty much right next door to where we were staying, and it's a nice place. It's a place where a lot of the expats in the group were in also stay there, and but it was kind of out of our price range a little bit, especially for where it was. We thought for that kind of money for a 1 bedroom, I think it was like 17,000 baht a month, with no ocean view and kind of more like a half mile to the beach. So we didn't really go for that one, and we went to go look at a couple other ones. And the second one we looked at was in a building that's known for being really swanky. I mean, and it was just like walking in there, we felt like, I don't know, do we actually belong here? We would never be able to stay somewhere like that in the States for anything that we could afford. So we looked at that, and it was a 1 bedroom, brand new. It was, nice, like lit cupboards. When you open up the glass cupboards, they like lights come on. Same in the closets. And it had a little tiny deck with a hot tub on it, and the hot tub took up the whole deck. And the view from that deck just looked at down into like some ugly building, and it didn't have a good view. But like I said, it was a great building, but the price on that was like over 20,000 baht for that 35 square meter 1 bedroom. And so the next one we looked at was basically right next door to it. It's where we stay now at the Dusit Grand Condo View. And it's on the 8th floor, and with an ocean view, 2 bedrooms, 64 square meters. So it's pretty big. So we had a place for our luggage and just extra room in case somebody visits and wants to stay with us, even though it's pretty cheap to just have your own place around here. But anyway, that's always a possibility. And Swadee Kap. Tweaking on the beach in the AM. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so we got our condo on the 8th floor, and we've been there for just over a month. We were able to get our first electricity bill, which covered the first 3 weeks there. And yeah, so we actually realized that we had left our both air conditioners on, basically running for the whole time. And when we got our bill, it was about under $80, which is cheap, but we realized that we didn't really have to have both air conditioners on all day long. And so we decided to keep the bedroom one off in the day and just turn it on when we needed to go in there. Good morning. And when we needed to go in there. And so we'll see how it looks next month when we get our bill. Since then, we've gone and we got all our visa stuff taken care of. That was kind of the first things that we did. We went to go see an agent. And people ask, well, why did you go see an agent? Why didn't you just do it yourself? Because it's cheaper. Well, if you want to know, send me a message and I'll tell you why, exactly why. We went back and forth on how we were going to do it until we actually talked to an agent, because the schematic they had for doing the visa, which could save us money in the long run, I wasn't sure about. So I needed one of them to actually tell me the details of why it was okay to do that. And so that ended up being okay, and we gave them our passports, and they had to hold them for a month while they got it all done. You know what I mean? Grease all the skids. We didn't have to do anything. So when it came time to getting our bank account set up, they actually came and picked us up, took us to the bank. We sat there. It took a half hour each while we sat in the bank, and the agent took care of everything at the desk. We just had to go up and sign the papers and get a picture taken of ourselves. And that was that. They took us back. Oh, then she took us over to immigration, which we were able to walk right in, and she had it already set up for us. And we sat there for 5 minutes until they called us up one at a time to the desk, and they took our picture, and we were done in immigration in 5 minutes. So we waited a month, and just right at 4 weeks, they had our visas ready for us. So we got our visas. We came with our re-entry stamps that we're going to need for the year, and yeah, so we felt pretty set at that point. Another thing we've done since then is look for medical insurance, which we found some. If you want to know about that, I'll probably do another video about the insurance and what the choices that we made and why we made them separate from this. So we take walks very often. We're going to try to get more in the habit of doing them every morning. Like this walk right now, Tree's in the swimming pool, and I'm walking down here to play music with our new friends that you saw in the first video from Thailand. And so yeah, let's see if I covered all those things. I feel like I did. So let's see. Okay, so whether I'm happy or not, I'll be doing a video on that as well. All I say is my dreams have been crazy to the point where I want to kind of figure them out and see what they're saying to me. I think it's pretty easy for me to look back at what's happening in my life and what has happened in my life and realize that the dreams are kind of a reflection of that. And this is for the first, after being a regular smoker for all my life, I was used to not having dreams at all. And now I have dreams all the time, and they're pretty vivid, and actually dreams I can remember and seem like they mean something. So, yeah. So on one of our morning walks, that you saw in the video, we ran into some English-speaking, music-loving people down here at the beach who get together every morning. And so that's where I'm going now. I played with them once, and now I'm going down for my second time to jam with them. Start cementing some friendships, having some more conversations about their experiences in Thailand. Oh yeah, so let's talk about transportation. It's different in different places, but the transportation in Pattaya, where we are, there's what's called a bot bus, and it's a song tao, which is a pickup truck with a kind of a shell cover on the back. It costs 10 baht, it's about 30 cents maybe, it's got a route that goes down by the beach, and it goes down to the southern Jomtien, called Na Jomtien, and then it goes all the way back around to central Pattaya, and there's, let me watch my step here. Goes to central Pattaya, and we've been to the mall there a couple times, went and got this new camera that I'm using right now. Hopefully the transportation is good here. It's easy to get around to the main things that we need. And also our condo has a free shuttle. It doesn't work every single day, but it works most days, and it goes down to one of the drop-offs is at the beach first, and then it goes back up to the main Sukhumvit road that has all the macro, which is like Costco, and the Lotus grocery store, and then it ends up going back near the Rompo market where we stayed when we first got here. Now I'm gonna let this car go by. So it goes by the Rompo market, which is where the produce market that we like so much is, and then back to our condo. So that's another mode of transportation that's really handy to have. And yeah, so let's just have a little look about where I'm walking right this morning. What it looks like out here.